IoT hardware attacks involve the exploitation of vulnerabilities in device design and hardware limitations to compromise data, disrupt services, or facilitate large-scale cyber attacks. The increasing integration of IoT devices into critical infrastructure and their weak security mechanisms have amplified the scale and frequency of these attacks. Common IoT hardware attacks include authentication and access control attacks, unauthorized access, exploiting weak or default passwords, unpatched security vulnerabilities, and manufacturer backdoors to gain control. Identity theft, stealing device identities to perform malicious activities undetected. Brute force attacks, exploiting weak or default passwords through repeated login attempts. Data integrity and manipulation attacks. Fake device emulation, mimicking legitimate devices to inject false information and disrupt operations. Fake information injection, inserting false data to manipulate systems' behavior, such as altering sensor readings. Firmware-based attacks, cloning or modifying firmware to introduce malicious software or extract configurations. Communication and network attacks, eavesdropping and man-in-the-middle attacks, intercepting data transmissions due to weak or absent encryption. Routing attacks, manipulating routing information to create inefficiencies, energy depletion, or disruptions. For example, sinkholes, wormholes, symbiose attacks. Packet collision attacks, forcing retransmissions by intentionally creating collisions, draining resources. Jamming attacks, overloading wireless channels to disrupt communication and degrade device performance. Distributed denial of service attacks, using compromised devices to perform botnets and launch large-scale distributed denial of service attacks. Resource depletion attacks, energy depletion attacks, techniques like denial of sleep, flooding, and stretch attacks aimed at draining device batteries. Vampire attacks, rapidly exhausting device resources by exploiting vulnerabilities. Physical security attacks. Physical attacks involves vandalizing physically, manipulating or accessing devices to extract sensitive information. The mitigation measures for some of the attacks outlined above include robust encryption, secure firmware management, efficient authentication mechanisms, and physical protection protocols to safeguard against these vulnerabilities.